So you clicked on this video because you cannot decide what to offer your clients when it comes to your business. So whether you are a productized service, whether you are a digital marketing agency, or maybe you're a startup that's watching us for the first time. 99.9% of businesses fail specifically because the problem that they're solving isn't large enough. I think that's inherently true when it comes to startups, especially ideas that are like app-based. Number one, when was the last time that you downloaded an app? I'd say for myself, I haven't in months, and if I really were to check like a real app, it would probably be years. Now, how to choose a service for your business? I would say first and foremost, the easiest answer is that you have to provide a service to people that you can actually do. And I can give you very specific answers. And I'm sorry if that is too primitive of an answer, but I'm going to go into some detail and some stories to be able to help you facilitate that in your head yourself. When we were a digital marketing agency, we offered SEO, social media, web design. Web design inherently is a higher ticket, higher tier priced option. So for example, a website at the time, we were able to sell websites anywhere from $10,000 to $100,000 per transaction. Now, we weren't getting a lot of them at the time, but we were still able to service those customers because it was like a huge boost in our profits or in our revenue. However, if you don't get them in a month, once a month or twice a month or whatever that frequency is, obviously you either don't get paid or whatever it may be. So what I would say is make sure that there is a predictable aspect of your revenue that can withstand the spikes. So when we were a digital marketing agency, we offered everything, but we weren't really good at everything. However, the one thing that was very consistent in our marketing, or at least in our sales, was actually social media management specifically. Everybody had no idea at the time, 10 years or so ago, what social media was. They didn't necessarily know that they knew that they had to be on it, but they didn't necessarily know how to be on it. And I wish back, if I were to think back a little bit ago, I'd probably wish that we just were a digital marketing agency that specialized in social media management. And I think that's what you have to do as well. If you want to succeed and you want to create your own business, you have to specialize in at least one thing. And I think it's kind of okay for you to be the guy that says, or the gal that is the social media person, or the YouTuber, or the influencer. Like, there needs to be some type of credible name that people associate yourself with. Like, for example, I want to be associated with the YouTuber guy that gives free ideas, right? Of course, I want to be labeled a lot of other things as well, but I think for the sake of this particular, quadrant of the world, I do want to be called a YouTuber. So deliver a service that you can actually perform and you do it well. And you can do it well consistently and then build upon that. I always think of things as like a branch. So if you were to deliver this service and you do well, you go here. And if you don't do well, then you go there. But I think as you do well within that particular service, you can do other things associated with that particular service that adds on to it. And that brings me to my next point. I think the businesses that are going to succeed in 2025 and beyond are low ticket items that get people to bite into the service and buy into the ecosystem that you're building. And then I think slowly but surely you should upgrade customers based on the upgrades that are available to within your business. And I can give you a perfect example of that. I had a contractor that went through my house and basically did multiple things that I needed done. We have a baby. My wife and I had a baby, our first child, our daughter, and we needed a kitchen done, right? So we got the price for the kitchen. Worker decided to go through, perform the action of the service. And then slowly but surely, there was one or two things that needed to be done. And it wasn't really the contractor's fault. So the contractor wasn't necessarily upselling. We were upselling ourselves. So for example, it's like, oh crap, well, yeah, I do need to move that here. Or, oh yeah, you know what would look really good now that there's no wall here? A light. Oh, well, that's going to be an additional time frame. Well, what is the cost? And so slowly but surely, we ended up adding maybe, a couple hundred to $1,000-ish plus dollars associated with that transaction. And it kind of hit me like, that's a brilliant business model. You get people in on the low, and then be transparent in the ideas and the upsells that you're providing. But I think slowly but surely, you should be able to increase the LTV or the lifetime value of that customer exponentially because of it. And so what you're going to see on this channel in probably a couple days or so is the progression of the customer journey. And it starts with a low ticket item. It's going to be one for social media and one for WordPress. And then slowly but surely find a way to upgrade the customer to either a higher plan or an add-on of some sorts to kind of just increase the account by just $50 or whatever that number is. I don't really know. But that's the ultimate goal, right? Get them to trust you, get them to buy into your ecosystem, get them to buy into you. And then after you have them, never let them go. Truly never let them go, and allow them to be customers for life. And I can say that is exactly true with Penji. Our first service that we ever offered was $79, and there are still people paying us that much money. There are also people paying us significantly more because we upsold them from that $79. But we've never forced our customers to actually upgrade to a higher plan because we've increased our prices. We've always just kept it as is. We've always said, okay, well, if you paid $79, that's fine. If you wanted another designer, it's going to be X. And we've kept it the same ever since. And I think that level of transparency and honesty goes a really long way. And I hope it can go a really long way for you and your business. So good luck. Free idea of the day. And continue to kick butt in your business. Good luck.